welcome to my daughter's home. I am here talking to you from North Carolina, and let me tell you a little bit about me and who I am and what I'm doing. My name is Marjorie Furman. I am originally from Costa Rica. I have been in the United States for the last 20 years of my life, 27 years of my life. I have a daughter who is about to have a baby, so that's one of the reasons I'm here, staying with her, taking care of her, being her support system, because her husband is now in Afghanistan. And I just want to take the opportunity to just tell you about me and what I'm doing and who I am. So, as I said, I came here 27 years ago with my suitcase full of dreams and full of hope for a new life. Back in Costa Rica, I come from a very, very poor background. Coming to the United States was one of the greatest things that could ever happen to me and to my daughter. And I am very thankful, first of all, and very grateful for the opportunity to be called an American and to be a United States citizen. Now, I went to college at Louisiana State University back in the 90s. I became a bilingual teacher. It was a very challenging process because since English was my second language, I had to learn English prior to enter college, and then I had to go through the challenge of trying to understand all my lessons and my lectures in English and so forth, and it was very, very challenging. But you know, sometimes somehow you find the courage to do things that you never even imagined you can. Now, I'm here to talk to you about the power of the human spirit. Now, we're not individuals who are separated or, you know, who are all alone in the world. And I can tell you, I felt as an immigrant coming to the United States, many times I felt like I was alone in the world. And because my husband had to travel all the time, and I was with my baby daughter, and we were all by ourselves. And not being able to communicate or to talk to people and express your needs is a very frustrating experience. But then again, out of frustration comes your greatest courage. When you're so frustrated with yourself and with your life, you find yourself finding the courage, and by God's grace, because that's my comfort and my strength comes from God, is that we can overcome the most difficult situations in our lives. Now, challenge after challenge after challenge. I learned very early on in life that you have a choice, you know, that we all have a choice. I mean, there are things that can kill you, but if they don't kill you, they will make you stronger. I am totally convinced of that. And I am certain that we, all human beings, have the same potential, the same power within our souls to overcome adversity and to move on and to become better. And you know, God has given us this power to do the great things in our lives. You know, it doesn't matter where you are. It all matters where you want to go, and it all matters where you're going. So I am going, and here I'm going to stop because I might just get too excited talking about my favorite subject, which is the power of the human spirit and the power and the courage of human beings to overcome difficult situations and crises. While I was going to school in 1994, I was diagnosed with a malignant melanoma stage 4. At that point, the doctors had told me that there was nothing else they can do. Chemotherapy and radiation were not very effective treating the aggressiveness of the cancer, and so I was left basically on my own, to find my own way, and with the help of God, to know what to do next. Now, what do you do when you're faced with death and you have been closed the doors are closed for you, and you have no more choices? Well, let me tell you, I'm here in your face to tell you that we do have a choice. We have a choice to go home and die of grief before the cancer even kills us, or we have the choice to pray and ask God for help and to guide us and to give us the strength to keep on going and to find a better way of life. And that was my choice. I asked God for help, and I said, Lord, without you, I'm nothing. Without you, I'm dying. I need you to keep on going. And that was my moment of illumination, when finally, after crying for 30 minutes on the kitchen floor on my house, I felt this warmth inside, and that was the lowest point of my life, when I was almost even contemplating suicide. And I was such a low point, and that was the moment in which God touched me and said, I felt that warmth, like someone was just hugging me and holding me tight and saying, everything will be okay. Calm down. Everything is going to be all right. Those are moments, very mystical moments, and a lot of people are very skeptical, but I'm here to tell you that if you are a skeptic, you're losing so much of the joy of life, because I'm not going to tell you how to think or what to do, because I don't know much of anything, really. All I know is that there's a greater power than we are, and that we access that power that we call God, and we ask for Him to guide us and to direct our lives. It all comes like a miracle. So here I am, ready to face the world with a diagnosis of death, and I keep going. It was at the moment in which I had almost to leave school. I was not going to graduate because I was in a hospital dying, and I was so close to graduating that I had told my fiancé at this point, and he is here to testify to that today. I asked him, there are two greater things that I want, other than that I know my daughter needs to be safe, that I need to be here for my daughter, but I want to get married and I want to graduate from college. And that this sounds like a dead, like a deathbed will, or last will. It was just like my last will. I wanted to marry my fiancé that I loved. I wanted to be here for my daughter, and I wanted to graduate from college. And all the things happen one at a time. My husband today, who at that point was my fiancé, he was crying with me. He said, I will never let you die. I don't let you die. We're going to do something. We're going to find a cure for this. We're going to do it, whatever it takes. And we did. We went to Greece for an alternative cancer treatment that they had over there, and I was there for a month being treated. But during that month, I was doing all kind of